Uh, Firstly, I'll say may the soul of our chairman rest in peace, Honorable Prince Will. It's a sad event and it's good to talk about it since he walks in and is also the chairman of the council. The right thing to do is to shut down the place, sanitize the place, fumigate and all, disinfect the place properly so that, because since he works there, other people would have been exposed to this. It doesn't have to be, oh, my name is Boma Ngo Fubara and I work at the University Teaching Hospital, formerly known as the Braithwaite Memorial Specialist Hospital. I also run a health organization called HEALS. There are two aspects of it. One is HEALS with Boma Ngo Fubara, and we also have the foundation aspect of it, which is the foundation with HEALS. Basically, we do lots of health enlightenment, advancement. We talk to our site about the lifestyle, the proper way of living, and a whole lot more concerning our health and how to make the world a better place for us all.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so at the moment, the entire world is experiencing what we call coronavirus, and then the World Health Organization has tagged it to be a world pandemic. And now we're looking at the Kalabari globally at hand now. So we're also looking at the fear, the psychological fear of this coronavirus and how to manage it. So what do you really have to say concerning this?
Oh, it's no news that coronavirus is a pandemic and it has changed the way humanity was before. We can't even remember how we lived our lives prior to this time, and it has raised lots of serious health issues, mental health issues amongst us, especially our Kalabari people, but a lot has been done, a lot is still going on, and a lot will be done. Looking at the pandemic, it has affected us in a lot of ways, especially in our mental health, where prior to this time, even the fear of the coronavirus has changed our attitude towards things. We can't shake hands, we can't greet people, we need to maintain social distance, we need to use face masks. If we want to cough, we need to put our hands like this at our elbow, and a whole lot. It has done a whole lot for us, and the effect in our mental health and even in our health, it's enormous. Those that are ill, aside from the coronavirus, because of what's going on in society, especially amongst the Kalabari people, can't access proper health because the hospitals are also not safe for them. The fear of coronavirus has also masked the fear of other conditions. Aside from coronavirus, we have malaria. Malaria still kills. We have hypertension. We have diabetes mellitus. We have also other chronic illnesses like cancers. No one is talking about those ones, and those people need special attention. In the course of this coronavirus, we are told by the authorities to stay at home. Staying at home has lots of other implications. It has altered our sleep patterns, it has changed our eating habits, it has redefined us to ways that we are not used to, and as such it has exposed us to other health issues. Mentally, it has even increased the incidence of depression. So a whole lot more. Those that have underlying conditions are now even dying from those conditions. Those that even have emergencies cannot access proper health care, and a whole lot. So.
Okay, that's fine. So now let's take a look at the Calabaris. In the aspect of the riverine. In Niger Delta, we find ourselves to be people that lives on the riverine area, where quite a lot of people, like our fathers and our sisters, our brothers, our daily activities, which is our occupation, is fishing. Permit me to digress a little to the issue we have in Bonny axis, where fishes are dying, and then of recent, there are, I think, 2 confirmed cases of COVID in Bonny. So at the moment, Kalabari hasn't recorded any case, but we have a suspected death to be COVID, which is the local government chairman. Now, let's look at how to manage it. And the NCDC has asked the entire ASALGA council, not the local government, but the entire ASALGA local government council, to give a break at the moment for 21 days as they study the people and also the council. As a medical doctor, what do you think must have been the cause? Because it is not a confirmed case, it's a suspected case to be coronavirus.
Firstly, I'll say may the soul of our chairman rest in peace, Honorable Prince Will. It's a sad event, and it's good to talk about it since he walks in and is also the chairman of the council. The right thing to do is to shut down the place, sanitize the place, fumigate and all, disinfect the place properly so that, because since he works there, other people would have been exposed to this. It doesn't have to be a confirmed case in quotes. They say prevention is better than cure. So it's good to prevent it, shut down the place and tell everyone to go at home, observing the right protocol, social distancing. If you have symptoms of the coronavirus, fever, cough, chest pain, difficulty in breathing, some even say anosmia, loss of taste, loss of smell. If you have all that, let the authorities know so we can now start taking proper check and see how we can come around it. I think what the NCD have done, it's the right thing, it's the right step in the right direction, but it's a sad experience.
Okay, so we saw a report which has not been confirmed, but I quote, they said he had an heart attack and was immediately rushed to the hospital where they tagged him to be a suspected case before he gave up the ghost. Is there anything he would have done, or maybe people like him would have done to make sure such an incident don't happen, especially in these trying times?
Yes, like I said before, it's a challenge. I don't know him personally, but the pictures I saw, I've seen him in certain occasions. He's on a big side, and looking at him physically, I don't think he's fit. He's obese, and that alone predisposes us to lots of other conditions. He could just be walking and falls down. Obesity is a major complication to lots of other conditions, like people that have diabetes mellitus. It's terrible. It may not even be the COVID. It could be something else.
So sorry to cut you short on this. So if it may not be the COVID, you're also aware that he was buried immediately. So as a medical doctor, and then quite a lot of medical doctors all over the world are watching at the moment, it may not be the COVID. So why do you think they don't need to confirm before burying him in such a manner?
Yes, personally, I think samples must have been taken. Samples must have been taken to ascertain the cause of death. Maybe autopsy. I'm not sure, but like the news have it that he was buried immediately. It could be anything. His condition physically predisposes him to a lot of things. It could be respiratory stress. It could be from heart attack. It could be from anything because of the way he is. But now burying him immediately, I think those that managed him and the NCDC and all that knows why. They know why they did that. It could likely also be from COVID-19, and they are trying to limit the spread by burying him immediately. Because now trying to do a burial and all that, it exposes the entire Kalabari people to more infection. And I think what they have done is the best thing for us all.
Okay, so
it's sad, we have a beautiful culture and want to showcase our culture once again, but I don't think at this point of time it's necessary.
Okay, that's a beautiful one. So once again, let me draw our minds to the entire ASALGA people. What is their fate? Because there might be a lockdown because of this death. And also the entire ASALGA, especially the headquarters of ASALGA, which is Buguma, to be precise. What do they need to do at the moment? Should they stop the movement, or do you think lockdown will help for these 21 days, or just the council alone, it's okay?
Now, coming to do that decision, there's a lot of factors that have to be put in place. It's not just a medical issue. It also has to do with an economic thing. It also has to do with the social thing. The team needs to look at it. The government, the chiefs, the chairman, the people, they all have to come together and make this decision. Aside from a medical thing, you also have to look at the economic life of these people. Coming to bring a lockdown, what is the effect? What is the effect of this lockdown? What is it going to be on the people? Is it beneficial to the people? What is it going to be? How is it going to affect the economy of the people? So it's those that have the proper information, like the health status, what killed him and all that, can take decision. NDDC can take decision, but in taking decision, a team has to come put in place to look at the economic value of the town now. There was lockdown in Port Harcourt. It was relaxed. you know, and we also hear the values are increasing and all that. So we can just say maybe people can be at home, self-isolate. If you have symptoms, report to the authorities, wash your hands properly, don't touch your face, you know, all that, and we move ahead from there. But to say we should put the entire ASALGA on a lockdown, I cannot say that. I cannot say that. I cannot say that because people come in and out of ASALGA. So what of those are coming to ASALGA, and what are the economic activities like now? The chairman is no more there. A lot of things are going to go on. How will people eat? Like we also said, it could be from something else. What of those that are ill? How will they get their supplies? How will they stock up the food? The children. So it's not just a straightforward thing. We have to put up a team to look into it and come up with the best decision. But I'm sure the decision they're taking so far is for the good of the people. And whatever decisions they're going to take will be good for the ASALGA people and the general Kalabari people.
So how do you see the average health of the Kalabari man, especially those living close to riverbank?
The Kalabari people are special people, culturally.
I'm talking about the health.
I'm talking about the totality of the Kalabari people there.
Okay.
Okay, the health of the Kalabari people, so far, we've not had lots of stories about the Kalabari people, the riverine people, especially the Kalabari people, not until this came up. And living close to the waters, it's also helpful, you know. The health of the Kalabari
It helps?
people, yes, I think. You have fresh air, you have, it's always,
yeah, sure.
We are exposed to the rivers, we have fresh fish and all that helps. We don't do lots of junk, so even our diets, you know, the Kalabari people know how to eat good food. All that helps in boosting the immunity of the people at this time. So health-wise, I think the Kalabari people as a whole are very healthy people. And aside from that, you know, the Kalabari people are very educated and they know how to take care of their health. So far, I think the Kalabari people are doing very well.
Okay, thank you so much. So, do you have any word of advice for our youths, especially in this world pandemic?
Yes, it's a trying time for all of us. All over the world is a trying time. I think we should all be together. This is not a time to fight. We should all come together as a people. It's not just a medical thing. It has to do with the economy. It has to do with, it's a war. And for us to win this war, it's not just dependent on an individual washing his or her hands. It has to do with every other person, you know. I think we all have to come together as a people to fight this virus. We should be our brothers' neighbors. We should wash our hands, maintain social distance, wash our hands properly, limit the gathering to the number of persons the society say we should limit it to. And aside from that, doing all these things is going to help us, you know. But we should have it in mind that it is not a war for one person. It's a time that we should unite as a people and come to fight this together. I know we'll win at the end of the day. We'll win.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Boma Ngo Fubara. Thank you for having you once again in our studio here. And so thank you also for enlightening the Kalabari people on the psychological effect of coronavirus fear and how to manage it. Thank you so much once again for having you. KalabariTV studio here at Port Harcourt. My name is Asitan Kukima. I'm Master Kenyama Kalabari Omete.